Hello, hello. Welcome to Glass with a Class. I'm glad you chose to stop in with us today as we take about 5 minutes to look at some depression glass and hear a brief English lesson. Sit back and see what's happening in my glass world today. This time we're looking at an interesting little pattern called crow's foot. I'm excited because I just got these pieces and they're my first in this pattern. It's a footed sugar and creamer in amber. It's deep and rich. Isn't it a beautiful color? Crow's foot was manufactured by Paden City Glass Company in the 1930s. I'm not sure how many years they made it. My research just said 1930s. This is amber. And they also made it in Ritz blue, also known as cobalt blue, ruby red, amethyst, black, pink, crystal, yellow, and white. I'm told if you find a piece of crow's foot in white, you should probably snap it up. It was made in limited quantities. Can you see why it was given the whimsical name crow's foot? Look right here. I hope you can see it. These little teardrop shapes look like crow's feet, or the track a crow's feet would make. Although this was made during the Depression era, it had a little better quality than Depression glass. There were a number of patterns made during the Depression era that were higher quality and were therefore known as elegant glass. These patterns are known by both terms, elegant glass and Depression glass. Elegant because they're a little higher quality, and Depression because they were made during that era. Beautiful either way. This is known as a mold blank, a rather plain piece of glass that could be etched with different other characteristics. That way they could sell the mold blank as one product and etch it with other features and sell them separately as another product. Crow's foot was a blank for such lovelies as Cupid, Orchid, and Peacock and Wild Rose. I don't have a single piece of those yet. Some of the crow's foot pieces had squared bottoms and some had round bottoms, like this. The squared mold shape is known as line number 412, and the round one is line number 890. Well, I just wanted to share with you my latest find. I thought you'd enjoy seeing it and hearing a little bit about it. Now let's hear a little bit about the English language. Today we're talking about whether to use a or an in a particular situation. Does that sometimes confuse you? Well, it's really very simple. You use a if the next word begins with a consonant sound. And you use the word an when the next word begins with a vowel sound. For instance, a dog, a house. You use a because dog and house begin with a consonant sound. Use an like this: an apple, an elephant. You use an because apple and elephant begin with a vowel sound. You have to listen for the sound of a consonant or vowel because if you look at the letter the word starts with, you might have a problem when you talk about honor or honest. For instance, you would say an honor or an honest person. It is an honor to meet you. He is an honest man. Isn't that pretty simple? Well, I hope so. Well, I found the word crow in the Bible. Here it is in John chapter 13, verse 38b. Truly, truly, I say to you, a rooster will not crow until you deny me 3 times. It has a little different meaning there, doesn't it? It's not talking about an actual crow like our crow's foot glass, but about the sound a rooster makes. It crows. Our language is complicated, isn't it? Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Glass with a Class, and will join us next time to see some lovely glass and hear a tiny English lesson. See you then. God bless you and yours. Bye-bye.